Welcome back to Chapters Create Character. My name is Legend Moore, and today we will be continuing the series of Black Heroes. I really hope this encourages you to Google and research more about these amazing people. Enjoy the book. Bye.
Benjamin Banneker. Benjamin Banneker was a self-educated astronomer, mathematician, and writer. Among his achievements, he is known for helping establish the boundaries of Washington, D.C. Benjamin Banneker was born in 1731 in Maryland. Both of his parents were free, so Benjamin was born free as well. As a child, Benjamin lived on a large farm and attended school when he could. When he couldn't go to school, he read as many books as he could. He especially liked science and math. Benjamin's lack of schooling did not hold him back from learning. He had a brilliant mind, which he used to teach himself mathematics and astronomy, the study of outer space. In 1791, Benjamin was invited to help survey and design land that would become Washington, D.C. He worked with another man to build an observatory tent and use an instrument called a zenith sector to measure the movement of the stars. Unfortunately, Benjamin's time with the surveying team cut short when he became ill. Benjamin Banneker is most well known for writing almanacs. An almanac is a yearly calendar that contains important seasonal dates as well as astronomical data. Like the phases of the moon, with his almanacs, Benjamin was able to predict moon patterns, planet movements, and the daylight hours. His almanacs also included tables that showed the high and low tides. The tables were essential to sailors who transported goods using waterways like rivers and canals. Benjamin strongly believed that slavery could be abolished. In 1792, he wrote to future President Thomas Jefferson, who was Secretary of State at the time, expressing his views. In his letter, he pointed out the injustice of white colonists in the United States wanting freedom from Britain while African Americans were enslaved. Benjamin also included a copy of his almanac to convince Jefferson that Black people were capable of getting an education and achieving great things to benefit in the country. Even though Jefferson was a slaveholder, he was impressed by Benjamin's achievements. Jefferson shared the almanac with others. And Benjamin gained the support of abolitionists in Maryland and Pennsylvania, who helped him continue to publish his almanacs. The color of skin is no way connected with strength of the mind or intellectual powers. Explore more. Check out the full text of Benjamin's letter to the president on Jefferson on pbs.org. Absalom Jones.
Abraham. Absalom.
Absalom?
No, not that Absalom. Absalom Jones was a minister and a activist. He was the first African American priest in the Episcopal Church. Episcopal Church. In the United States, Absalom Jones was born into slavery in Delaware in 1746. After moving to Philadelphia with his owner, he was allowed to attend school where he learned to read and write. As an adult, he married Mary King, who was also enslaved. He later paid for her freedom so their children would not be born into slavery. After purchasing his wife's freedom, Absalom asked his owner to grant him his own freedom. At first, his owner refused, but eventually agreed to free him. In 1780, Pennsylvania abolished slavery and freedom. Absalom became a minister of St. George's Methodist Episcopal Church. Episcopal Church in Philadelphia. Though the church allowed people of all races to worship, it did not treat the African American members equally. Absalom was disgusted by the church's discrimination. He joined forces with another preacher named Richard Allen, and the two of them founded the Free African Society, and an organization that helped widows, children, people who were sick, and others who needed assistance. The society dedicated itself to helping and raising up the Black community. Absalom wanted to start a Black congregation that was church, that was separate from white control, but was also a part of the Episcopal Church. In 1794, he established the African Episcopal Church of St. Thomas, one of the first Black congregations in Philadelphia. He became the first African American priest in the Episcopal Church. Absalom was also a great speaker. He was known for his captivating speeches about Black freedom and the struggles of African Americans. He played a role in starting a tradition of anti-slavery speeches on New Year's Day. He continued to speak against slavery until his death in 1818. We implore thy blessing, O God, upon the President and all who are in authority in the United States. Direct them by thy wisdom in all their deliberations, and save deliberations, and save thy people from the calamities of war. Explore more. You can find the full text of Absalom's first Thanksgiving speech on January 1st, 1808, on the Project Canterbury website at anglicanhistory.org.